Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was Mission on Advanced and High Impact Research or MAHIR is to be jointly launched by Ministry of Power with which of the following? Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Ministry of Science and Technology, Ministry of Coal or Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. The correct answer is option D, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. The Ministry of Power and the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy are jointly launching a national mission to quickly identify emerging technologies in the power sector and develop them indigenously at scale for deployment within and outside India. The national mission, titled Mission on Advanced and High Impact Research or MAHIR, aims to facilitate indigenous research, development and demonstration of the latest and emerging technologies in the power sector. By identifying emerging technologies and taking them to implementation stage, the mission seeks to leverage them as the main fuel for future economic growth and thus make India a manufacturing hub of the world. Planned for an initial period of 5 years from 2023-24 to 2027-28, the mission will follow the technology life cycle approach of idea to product. The mission will also facilitate international collaboration for smooth exchange of know-how and technology transfer. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, it is a city known by names like Vridhanagar, Anantpur and Nagar is said to have been inhabited uninterruptedly for over 2700 years. The city's fortification, arched gateways, toranas, temples, wells, residential structures or kothis and excavated sites like Buddhist monasteries and dedicated stupas showcase the architectural influence of various cultural periods. Which of the following cities talked about in the statement given above? Vadnagar, Junagadh, Bhavnagar or Patan? The correct answer is option A, Vadnagar. Recently, a documentary on Vadnagar, Anant Anadihi Vadnagar, premiered on the Discovery Channel. It focuses on the 2500-year history of the town, which was added to the UNESCO World Heritage tentative list last year. Vadnagar is a city known by names like Vridhanagar, Anantpur and Nagar. The first excavations in Vadnagar happened in 1953-54 and were later taken up by the Gujarat State Archaeology and Museum Directorate in 2006. The study of the historical geography of ancient India reveals Vadnagar as situated at the strategic location of two major ancient trade routes. The Chinese traveler Xuanzang or Hunsang is said to have visited Vadnagar around 641 AD, referring to it as Anantpur in his writings. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding ground level ozone. 1. It is a colorless gas. 2. It is a primary pollutant. 3. It is found in the troposphere. How many of the above given statements is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option B, only two. Recently, in an analysis by the Center for Science and Environment, the parts of New Delhi and South Delhi were found to be worst affected by the ground level ozone this summer. The analysis by CSE was based on Central Pollution Control Board data on ozone levels from 58 stations across Delhi NCR. The ground level ozone is a colorless and highly irritating gas, hence statement 1 is correct. It is not directly emitted into the air but rather produced when two primary pollutants react in sunlight and stagnant air. This is the reason why ground level ozone is called a secondary pollutant. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. These two primary pollutants are nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds. It is also known as tropospheric ozone. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following pairs. Cyclone and affected area. 1. Biparjoy, West Bengal. 2. Mocha, Gujarat. 3. Nisarga, Maharashtra. 4. Amphan, Odisha. How many of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? Only one, only two, only three, or all pairs? The correct answer is option B, only two. Recently, the India Meteorological Department, that is IMD, has issued the warnings about the cyclone Biparjoy. The very severe cyclonic storm Biparjoy would intensify further and move northwestwards of India and might impact states of Gujarat and Maharashtra according to the IMD. Hence, pair 1 is not correctly matched. The cyclone Mocha was a very severe cyclonic storm that formed in the Bay of Bengal in May 2023. It made a landfall in Bangladesh and Myanmar, hence pair 2 is not correctly matched. The cyclone Nisarga made an impact in Maharashtra, hence pair 3 is correctly matched. The cyclone Amphan was a powerful tropical cyclone that led to the destruction of lives and property in the Indian states of Odisha and West Bengal. Hence, pair 4 is correctly matched. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Wildlife Protection Act 1972. 1. It prohibits the hunting of endangered species. 2. The National Board of Wildlife was constituted under the provisions of this act. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, 3 persons engaged as mahods in the Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve have been arrested for capturing and consuming a rare species of a freshwater turtle. The turtles were seized and the 3 detained under relevant sections of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. The Act provides for the formation of wildlife advisory boards, wildlife wardens, specifies their powers and duties, etc. The Act prohibited the hunting of endangered species. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The scheduled animals are prohibited from being traded as per the Act's provisions. The National Board for Wildlife was constituted as a statutory organization under the provisions of this Act. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following sends the recommendations for the minimum support price for major agricultural commodities under the price support scheme? Agricultural Produce and Livestock Market Committee, Competition Commission of India, the Committee on Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, or Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices? The correct answer is option D, Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. Recently, the government has removed the procurement ceilings of 40% for tur, urad and masoor under price support scheme operations for 2023-24 to enhance domestic production of pulses. The decision in effect assures the procurement of these pulses from farmers at minimum support price without ceilings. The government announces minimum support prices for 25 major agricultural commodities each year in both the crop seasons after taking into account the recommendations of the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices, that is CACP. The central government organized procurement operations of MSP notified agricultural commodities through various public agencies such as Food Corporation of India, Cotton Corporation of India, Central Warehousing Corporation, etc. under the PSS. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, recently seen in the news, Agni Prime is a cruise missile, ballistic missile, air-to-air missile, or air defense missile? The correct answer is option B, ballistic missile. Recently, the ballistic missile Agni Prime was tested from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island off the coast of Odisha. This is the first pre-induction night launch conducted after 3 successful developmental trials of the missile. It is a new generation advanced variant of the Agni class under Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. It is a canisterized missile with range capability between 1000 and 2000 km. In comparison to other Agni class missiles, Agni P has improved parameters including maneuvering and accuracy. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, recently seen in the news, Kilauea volcano is located in Micronesia, Indonesia, Australia, or Hawaii? The correct answer is option D, Hawaii. Recently, the Kilauea volcano on Hawaii's Big Island has erupted according to an advisory from the US Geological Survey. Kilauea, also called Mount Kilauea, is the world's most active volcanic mass. It is located on the southeastern part of the island of Hawaii, Hawaii State, US. It is near constantly erupting from vents either on its summit, caldera, or on the rift zones. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following conditions is characterized by the accumulation of fat in the liver, typically seen in individuals who consume excessive amounts of alcohol? Hepatitis C, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, cirrhosis, or cholecystitis? The correct answer is option B, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD. Recently, the Health Ministry organized webinar on non-alcoholic fatty liver diseases to empower medical officers posted in primary health centers, community health centers, and district hospitals. The non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is a condition characterized by the accumulation of fat in the liver, usually seen in individuals who consume excessive amounts of alcohol. The fatty liver disease is sometimes called a silent liver disease. Early stage NAFLD does not usually cause any harm, but it can lead to serious liver damage. Cirrhosis is a late stage of scarring fibrosis of the liver caused by many forms of liver diseases and conditions including alcohol abuse. While cirrhosis can be related to fatty liver, it is not specific to excessive alcohol consumption. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Monetary Policy Committee. 1. There are a total of 5 members in the committee. 2. The RBI governor is the chairperson of the committee. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, the Reserve Bank of India governor announced that the Monetary Policy Committee has unanimously decided to keep the policy repo rate unchanged at 6.50%. There are a total of 6 members in the committee. 3 members are from RBI itself and the rest of them are appointed by the Government of India. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The external members are the nominees of the government who are appointed based on the recommendations of a search-cum-selection committee. The Governor of the Reserve Bank of India is the ex officio chairperson, hence statement 2 is correct. The search-cum-selection committee consists of Cabinet Secretary Chairperson, RBI Governor and the Secretary of the Department of Economic Affairs, Union Ministry of Finance. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Last question is, the Shangri-La Dialogue 2023 recently took place in Singapore. It is organized by which of the following? International Strategic Studies Association, Center for Strategic and International Studies, Institute for Defense Studies and Analysis, or International Institute for Strategic Studies. The correct answer is option D, International Institute for Strategic Studies. Recently, the Shangri-La Dialogue 2023 event took place in Singapore from 2nd to 4th June. The IISS Asia Security Summit, the Shangri-La Dialogue, is a Track 1 intergovernmental security conference held annually in Singapore by an independent think tank, the International Institute for Strategic Studies. The IISS Shangri-La Dialogue is Asia's premier defense summit. It's a unique meeting where ministers debate the region's most pressing security challenges, engage in important bilateral talks, and come up with fresh approaches together. This year's dialogue highlighted the deepening tensions between the US and China. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Recently completed Jaiswal Bridge is constructed over which of the following rivers? Chenab, Ravi, Jhelum, or Indus? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.